I shouldn't be here. My brother should be alive. And this next generation, they're not marching for another 30 years.
Summer's gone. The breeze stops blowing. The sun just leaves the sky.
We've been working on IAMSAC Foundation. You can find that online at IAMSACfoundation.com. But most importantly, we've been working on bridging the gap between law enforcement and the at-risk community, providing resources and healing spaces for those in need in our community, informing and educating about policy and legislative change, because I believe that is legacy on paper. We've been working on receiving recommendations from the community on how to prevent Stephon Clarks from ever happening again across this country. We've been working on spreading the gospel of love. Everybody love everybody. Much more work needs to be done when it comes to community sustainability, intellectual independence, and of course, inclusive economic development. So I want to make sure our kids have the tools to be able to teach themselves how to fish and eat and grow their own food. So that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to work on building our village in a way it should look like. Stephon Clark law was passed the ending of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, and we're trying to get that implemented on a national model. At first, my passion wasn't directed. Passion without direction is chaos. Passion with direction is purpose. So now that my passion is directed, I'm able to fulfill my purpose in a more articulate, efficient way. This is history. This is history. Look at the crowd. Look at the people. Look at our people. Look at black people. What do we do next is the question. What are our actionable items next? How do we move forward? What do we do? I shouldn't be here. My brother should be alive. And this next generation, they're not marching for another 30 years.
Summer's gone. The breeze stops blowing. The sun just leaves the sky.
We've been working on IAMSAC Foundation. You can find that online at IAMSACfoundation.com. But most importantly, we've been working on bridging the gap between law enforcement and the at-risk community, providing resources and healing spaces for those in need in our community, informing and educating about policy and legislative change, because I believe that is legacy on paper. We've been working on receiving recommendations from the community on how to prevent Stephon Clarks from ever happening again across this country. We've been working on spreading the gospel of love. Everybody love everybody. Much more work needs to be done when it comes to community sustainability, intellectual independence, and of course, inclusive economic development. So I want to make sure our kids have the tools to be able to teach themselves how to fish and eat and grow their own food. So that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to work on building our village in a way it should look like. Stephon Clark law was passed the ending of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, and we're trying to get that implemented on a national model. At first, my passion wasn't directed. Passion without direction is chaos. Passion with direction is purpose. So now that my passion is directed, I'm able to fulfill my purpose in a more articulate, efficient way. This is history. This is history. Look at the crowd. Look at the people. Look at our people. Look at black people. What do we do next is the question. What are our actionable items next? How do we move forward? What do we do?
Thank you all for joining me for a special Stephon Clark Sunday, for a special conversation with Mr. Clark on actionable items. And I want to say that we always come with actionable items. Our first one's, of course, bridging the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. Number two is always inform and educate on policy and legislative change. That's legacy on paper. Number three is always to provide resources and healing spaces for those in need in our community. I believe give a man a fish, eat for a day. Teach him how to use the internet. You might never hear from that brother again, okay? I believe in commemorating and the life and legacy of my dear brother, Stephon Clark, for generations and generations and generations, long after you and I have left this earth. And importantly, and most of course, we need your help. We need your help in receiving recommendations from you, the people, on how to prevent Stephon's from ever happening again. And number six, the golden rule, the golden gospel. We believe in John 15:12. He says, love each other as I have loved you. If you skip down to John 15:18, he says, if the world hates you for it, know they hated me long before they ever hated you. So our golden rule and our golden gospel is everybody love everybody. Now today, we have some breaking news because there's a brother missing out there in the streets of Sacramento. And his brother's not from here, and he's missing. And I want to call for his safety of Nazir Carter. That's his name. He's 6'5". He has hazel eyes, caramel brown skin. He has alopecia, so he doesn't have any hair. He was last seen around Susie Burgers on P Street in California. He might have traveled somewhere to the Bay Area. So if anybody have any information about our dear brother, Nazir Carter, please call 503-496-6800 or 707-345-6322 or 911. Or you can call 911. So we're praying for his safe return to his people. Because, I understand what it's like to lose someone and they not be able to come home. And I don't wish that on nobody watching or viewing. So let's make sure this brother gets home safely to his people. Let's make sure we do our part as a community to find Nazir Carter, because it's very important that we look out for our community. Because if one of our loved ones go missing, we're going to want somebody to look out for us. We're going to want somebody to find out if we okay, if one of our loved ones are fine, they're going to be all right, and so on and so forth. And that's called community looking out for community. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with that. So it's Stephon Clark Sunday. And today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the movement, because sometimes the people and oppressors do not fully comprehend the consequences of their actions and may change their course once they learn the true impact of their actions. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, and I've tried to say this numerous times. If you work with shit, you are shit. We have to work and be around people that are going to elevate you and take you to supreme being. Me personally, I don't like hanging around people that are not either richer or smarter than me, okay, or hyper dynamic. And if we're not looking out for each other as a community when it comes to commemorating life and legacy in a positive light on not some levels and all levels, then we'll fail. If we're not coming together as a community and saying, okay, there's a brother out there missing, Mr. Carter, Nazir Carter, he's out there missing. And if we seen this brother, because his family misses him, his family loves him, and we see him and we don't recognize him and we don't call that number I gave you guys, then we are failing as a community. We can't expect the police to take these types of cases serious. We can't expect the police who came from slave catchers to understand our interests, because they were never created to fight for the underserved, underdeveloped, and underfunded community in the first place. So how can we depend on them? We have, as a community, have to look out for each other, brothers and sisters. And the problem is we have become so indulged in our self-individualism and our self-materialism, we forgot about what it means to be a community. Unity in the community. The word community has the word unity in it, because it used to be in the neighborhoods, you cannot live in a neighborhood without knowing your neighbor. Now we have so many different neighborhoods and nobody knows their neighbors. No more potlucks, no more block parties. Yes, let me show his picture so you guys can see the young brother, Nazir Carter, also known as Nas, 6'5", hazel brown eyes. I want you guys to see this brother. And if you guys see this brother, I want you guys to, and I'm going to put his face on our screen here so you guys can see it on my big screen here. Let me see. But this is the brother right here. And praying for his, oh shoot, screen went out. This is the brother right there. Praying for his safe return. You guys can see that. This is who we're looking for. I'm going to try to bring it on my other screen here. This is the brother we're looking for. Yeah, so if you guys can see that this is the brother we're looking for, let me try to go back to it. Sorry, you guys. But he's missing out here. I want to be able to find this brother. I don't know if you guys can see him, but this is the brother we're looking for. Able to find his brother and bring him safely to his people. Okay. Now, back to the Stephon Clark Sunday. So if everybody knows about Nas, please call 503. Please call 503-496-6800 or call 707-345-6322. Now, what we have coming up is very important. We have the International Broadway Festival coming up. This will be September 5th on Sunday. This will be a multicultural international festival. I'm excited for it, and I want you all to be there. I want you all to be a part of this, and I love the people. We love everybody so much. But please come to this International Broadway Festival. We'll be commemorating life and legacy. We have a Stephon Clark stage, an IAMSAC stage. I'm so excited about it, and you guys have no idea. I want you guys to come out, and it's free. It's not one of these festivals you got to pay $50 for, $20 for, $10 or $5. It's free. It's from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bring the entire family. We're going to have a kids zone. We're going to have so much. You see me yesterday? Oh, let's love your energy. I love you more. I love yours more. So I want the whole community to come out September 5th because we need the support of the people. You know? We need to. If you invite me, I'm going to try my best to come out and support you. And I expect the same, people. If I'm throwing something or having something, I'm expecting the community support with love, okay? So I want everybody to understand that this is going to be an amazing event. I'm excited about it. If you're a performer, if you're do spoken word, if you're a comedian, if you're anybody who want to be a part of it, please contact me so I can throw your ass on stage and you can get up there and show the world what you got. Because if we're not out here as a people, if we're not out as a unit, coming together for good music, good food, good culture, good energy, networking and sharing resources and sharing access and getting together and commemorating life and legacy and building generational wealth and discussing financial literacy and talking about how to grow in our own farmers market, talking about how to build our own LLCs and start our own 501c3s, talk about how to get our kids in our own private and charter schools funded by our people where they're teaching our types of curriculums when it comes to critical race theory and so on and so forth, teaching film studies and home economics and wood shop and labor, trade, and industrial programs until we as a people get together and discuss those types of ideas, until we as a people get together to escape this plantation, this corporate slavery. Not only will we continue to be killed and stepped upon and lied on and talked about and manipulated and degraded and taken out of deals and just all fucked over because we as a people have not came together when it comes to community sustainability, a promotion of intellectual independence, motherfucking inclusive economic development. Until we as the people get it together, the doors will keep getting shut because the oppressors do not fully comprehend their consequences until it's too late for them to learn from their actions. That's why we have to take a stand as a people and get with the movement and not the moment, because if you're not with the movement, you're with the moment. Go to IAMSACfoundation.com, IAMSACevents.org, and become a member of the movement yesterday. That's what you're missing. too much. I used to say it's okay for us to be in solidarity unless if we're organizing, because solidarity without organization is useless, just like transparency without accountability means nothing. So if we're not coming together in solidarity and organizing on our own de-escalation tactical teams, organizing on our own restoration teams, organizing on our own uniforms, and when we talk about uniforms, once again, we do not mean clothing. They try to divide and conquer, yes, but we know their strategies, we know their manipulative tactics. We know what they're trying to do. We know how they use the media against our people. They want to talk about black on black. Damn it, there's more white on white crime ever. And don't be mad at me for coming out and just spilling what I believe needs to be done in actionable items I believe that can help our people take it to the next level. I love the people. I'm going to ride for the people. I'm dying for the people. But I'm not going to lie for the people. We as a people got to get our shit together. And if we don't, the types of atrocities you see continue to happen. That being said, we're going to...
grandmother is the bomb. And I stand with her like she stands with me. We lose nothing because we throw nothing away.
That's right.
Every black life matters.
That's right.
Every last one of them.
That's right.
We're going to stand until we're going to see it all through to fruition.
It's all family, as you notice, you know what I mean? The love is there. And that's why he's so important. Because even though things didn't go the way I would wish they'd have went, that's why I'm here. That is my why. So that Atiana Jeffersons don't happen again, Ahmaud Arbery's don't happen again, Stephon Clark's don't happen again, Breonna Taylor's don't happen again, Oscar Grant's don't happen again, James Riviere's don't happen again, Celine Tindall's don't happen again, Sandra Bland's don't happen again, Emmett Till's don't happen again, Tamir Rice don't happen again, Sean Bell don't happen again, Ahmad Diallo don't happen again, Khalif Browder's don't happen again. So many names. That's what I'm here for, the family.
Damn right I'm here for the family. So the location for the Broadway International Festival will be on Broadway. It'll be on Broadway 16th. We got 16th, 17th, and 18th Street shut down for the Broadway Festival. It'll be 4 stages. We'll be having vaccinations there, kid zones, COVID testing, and all that so much. So God hates injustice, okay? Period. God hates injustice. The Bible says that the wicked man lies in the wait near the villages. For ambush, he murders the innocent, watching in secrets for his victims. He lies in wait like a lion in cover. He lies in wait to catch the helpless. He catches the helpless and drags them off his net. The victims are crushed, they collapse, they fall under his strength. He says to himself, God has forgotten. He covers his face and never sees. Arise, Lord, lift up your hand, O God, do not forget the helpless. Why does the wicked man revile God? Why does he say to himself, he won't call to account? But you, O God, do see trouble and grief. You consider, take my hand. The victim consider himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked and evil man. Call him to account for his wickedness and would not be found out. Psalms 10:8-15. Now, yes, Bartholomew Black, history will always repeat itself when we don't face the truth. That is so true. And that's why you would think God don't forget injustice. God don't forget the helpless. God don't forget those who call in need and those who really seek. You could ask for help and not really want the help. I've met people like that. I've met people say, no justice, no peace. And when they didn't get the justice, they found peace at night going back to bed. They didn't really mean it. I've heard people say, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And when it came time to shut things down, they were nowhere around. They were tucked in because they are not believing what they're speaking. You can believe you're the best rapper in the world until you get next to the best rapper in the world. You can believe you're the most beautiful woman in the world until you meet the most beautiful woman in the world. You believe in your own opinions is okay. But when you say something in an opinion way where you don't believe it, when it pertains to the movement, when it pertains to the fight of our people, and you don't follow up on that, if you don't have the actionable items when it comes to that, you are not only failing yourself because you're not a person, you are failing your people. How can you help anybody if you don't know who you are? How can you help anybody if you don't know your word to be sacred? Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. There's another scripture in Psalms 119, verse 11. I hope you hide the word in your heart, because they want to just take everything from us. They want to strip everything from us. They want everything to be watered down. And I'm for everybody. I love everybody. Everybody matters to me. The Asian, stop the Asian hate. Free the Palestinian community. Free the Afghan community. I love everybody. But Black people have been oppressed for far too long. I'll be damned if I'm quiet on any Sunday about the oppression of Black people without offering actionable items. Come to Stephon's house. Come to www.IAMSACfoundation.com. Go to IAMSACfoundation@gmail.com. See how you can be a part of the movement and not the moment. Because people are still grieving out here. I'm still grieving. And that's why I put on the screen, the most important thing you do to help a friend or loved one who is grieving is be available, understanding, and non-judgmental. I don't need you to be my best friend. I don't want you to be my motherfucking best friend. Just be available. Can you be available? Is that too much to ask for? As far as somebody to be available? That a neighbor is available. And understanding in the fact where if I'm not being sympathetic, I'm being empathetic to where I understand where this is not my spot to be in. This is my predicament to have an opinion. This is not about me right now. I have to understand that. I have to be non-judgmental. Everybody grieves different. Even Stephon Clark. Even though I'm like the poster child for grief. I didn't make grieving cool. They try to turn my grief into a damn circus, especially on the fake news. So now I try to help other people grieve in an actionable way where they're not being judged, and they have somebody who's understanding, and they have somebody that's available. That's one of the main reasons we built Stephon's house. So people can come grieve without being judged, and they can be understanding. You have people that's available to them. The Broadway International Festival, even though it's a celebration of diversity while we're supporting local businesses, we are opening up to the community in a way where you're going to want to be there. Because we need unity in the community more than ever. And that's one of the reasons I've decided to add my Unity in the Community tour to the Broadway Festival. A lot of the artists you see on my tour will also be performing at the Broadway International Festival. And I think that's an amazing way to commemorate life and legacy. I don't think there's a better way to do it. It's Sunday, and it's Stephon Clark Sunday. I wanted to talk to you guys, of course, like every Sunday, and let you guys know about what's going on in the movement. The Broadway International Festival, September 5th, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is a family-friendly event. And if you need resources on grieving, if you need resources because you lost a loved one, if you need resources because you want somewhere safe to be at, and when it comes to a safe and a brave space, come on down and you could become a member of the movement. We would love to have you. If you're not part of the solution, you are indeed part of the problem.
I've been a lost nigga. It's what it costs, nigga. always the fraud. Ever since I left the fun, I've been a lost nigga. You see, I pay the price, it's what it costs, nigga. Oh, she don't wanna fuck you, you's a fraud, nigga. I do this for Stephon, I'm still a boss, nigga. Ever since I lost Stephon, I've been a lost nigga. You see, I pay the price, it's what it costs, nigga. Oh, she don't wanna fuck you, you's a fraud, nigga. I do this for Stephon, I'm still a boss, nigga. I do this shit for Jalen and for Kaylin, nigga. I do this shit for Cairo and for Aiden, nigga. I do this for Kiara, I ain't playing, nigga. I do this for my mama, I'm just saying, nigga. I want us all together while you hating, nigga. I've been counting money, dodging Satan, nigga. Trying to smoke the pain away like I can't take it, nigga. You can have my shoes all fuck being famous, nigga. You know my life a movie, ain't no acting, nigga. I ain't tapping, nigga. Fuck bragging, nigga. I want the pain to disappear like AIDS with magic, nigga. I lost half my family. Fuck this rapping, nigga. Ever since I left the fun, I've been a lost nigga. You see, I pay the price, it's what it costs, nigga. Oh, she don't wanna fuck you, you's a fraud, nigga. I do this for Stephon, I'm still a boss, nigga. Ever since I lost Stephon, I've been a lost nigga. You see, I pay the price, it's what it costs, nigga. No, she don't wanna fuck you, you's a fraud, nigga. I do this for Stephon, I'm still a boss, nigga.
Yes, indeed. And that's my video. Stephon, you can see on Instagram and not Instagram, but on YouTube and whatnot. And there are 5 stages of grief. It is a process. It is a process as well when it comes to actionable items after you protest and whatnot. Everybody always want to talk about the protest. Nobody want to talk about what's going after the protest. And that's the shit I'm sick of. I love how people can come together sometimes when it comes to a basketball game or a concert or an event, when it comes to some corny stuff like that. But whenever it comes to workshops and business conferences, people not gathering everybody and saying, let's go there, let's go check this out, let's go commemorate life and legacy in a positive light. You see, during the George Floyd, because we're in the post-George Floyd era, during the death of George Floyd, you see so many people come out. I wish we could do a TV show right now called Where Are They Now? Where Are They Now? One of the main reasons we say join the movement and not the moment. Because the same people that were here yesterday, they ass ain't nowhere to be seen today. And I will not depend or count on their ass if it happened tomorrow. Because I know now. I know, damn it, you almost have to be directly affected to take it as serious. Because if you're not directly affected, then maybe you just don't give a damn. We are the survivors. We are living in the end of times. This is it, folks. This is it. What kind of legacy do we want to leave for the children's children? I say we'll leave them a legacy of not oppression, but a legacy of sustainability, a legacy of information. Okay, but the key is to attain the access the access that we need to take our people to a next economic gap. Because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want a high quality of life for our people. We want to live in the $500,000 homes with the gated fences, the private communities with the lakes in the backyard. with the goddamn golf carts you get to ride around, with the damn, badges, you need access. Everybody wants a high quality of life. There's no reason we should be paying average $1,882 for a shitty ass apartment in central Sacramento. That's incredulous. That's crazy as hell. The rent is still too damn high. You're paying $2,000 a month for shit. I can't be the only one upset about it. You got to be upset about it. And you got to want to do something about that as well. Every Tuesday at the city council meeting. Why I don't see y'all at city council. Bring y'all ass to city hall. Let's show up in numbers. What we need is our own political parties. Y'all ready to start a political party? Call me. So we can get our people elected. That's going to represent our fights and our rights and our causes. That's not going to sell us out. Like most of these activists and leaders. They sold us all out for a couple of dollars. They sold us out, y'all, for a couple of dollars. For a motherfucking sponsorship. Huh? But don't nobody want to talk about that. That's touchy shit. Well, damn it, I'm going to talk about it. Because you can't blackball me. Can't cancel me. Can't ostracize me. Because I came in the game blackballed. I came in the game canceled. I came in the game ostracized. I came in the game kicked out the church. I came in the game fresh out of jail. I came in the game fresh out the mental institutions. I came in the game. They said he ain't gonna never be shit. He won't never do. I came in this. I started like this. I started from the bottom. For matter of fact, that's where I was most comfortable at. That's where I was most free. Because I didn't worry about saying something that's going to make me lose my donors or lose my members or lose. I was so free. I could be free. Now I'm under so many damn contracts and partnerships. I say the wrong thing, I might have to apologize. Because I know how effective my words are to people now. I know I have a calling. I know I've been ordained to this position. So I have to hold myself accountable to certain things I say now. Because I'm not living like that no more. Because I want to see my people grow out of this. So I'm willing to sacrifice on my personal behalf. As a people, what are we willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice time, money, friendships, sex, drugs, alcohol to build your community, to build your people, to build your foundation? Damn it, what we need is, you want to say, oh, how can I help? Well, I tell you how you can help. Start your own neighborhood community association in your community. Start that. You actionable item. Start your own neighborhood community association. You ever thought about that? Huh? Do something. Too many people talking, not enough people doing. I tell you, look. The same shit make you laugh, make you cry. Mama said a hard head, make a soft ass. She said if you knew better, you'd do better. Elephants don't swat flies, right? Giraffes don't respond at the levels of turtles, right? Even though turtles are hard on the outside, soft on the inside, and want to stick their neck out for you, but at the same time, you cannot turn a chicken into an eagle, correct? We know these. We've been taught by these. We've lived our life with these. We say these things every week, Stephon Clark Sunday. So these are instilled in you so that you know these without even knowing them. You know it. Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might sin, not sin against thee. You should know from thy word you hate in your heart. You should know, okay, elephants don't swat flies. Why look like responding to this person? They're not in my same level. They're not at my same level. If you own multiple businesses, and you do this and that, what do you look like arguing with a homeless person who doesn't have anything? You know, we should be helping each other. the homeless. We should be helping. I mean, I'm not saying help the homeless till you're homeless yourself. I'm not saying that either. What I'm saying is, though, damn it, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. That's it. I'm saying everybody love everybody. You hear it all the time. Hitler had millions of followers. Jesus only had 12. And 2 of them was a piece of shit, Peter and Judas. Look how we're people, black people. We don't have that much time. They're trying to gentrify all of our communities. In the last community that we do have, they're trying to run us out and with their fucking dropout factories, their food deserts, their shitty ass medical clinics. And the politicians, a lot of these politicians are so out of touch with the community. It's outrageous. How many politicians are out of touch with the community? It's outrageous. And I'm calling asking for your help. So go to www.IAMSACfoundation.com. Go to IAMSACevents.org. See how you become a member of the movement and not the moment, because we need your help when it comes to this. We need your help when it comes to these actionable items. We need your help when it comes to building a better tomorrow and a better future for our children and their children's children. I know what it's like to be lied on. I know what it's like to be betrayed. I know what it's like to be talked about. I know what it's like to be hated. I know what it's like to be stabbed in the back. I know what it's like to lose the loved one. I know what it's like to have the media try to down you. I know what it's like to have everybody turn their back on you. I know what it's like to be hurt and heartbroken. I know what it's like. But I also know what it's like to not sit in that and dive in that and dwell in that Band-Aid it with alcohol, and not put a Band-Aid over it with drugs, and not put a Band-Aid over it with sex, not put a Band-Aid over it with lies, not put a Band-Aid over it with deceit. I know how to channel my aggression and channel my grief and put it out there in my music. I know how to throw events for my community. I know how to go to therapy. Y'all don't want to go to therapy. A lot of y'all need therapy. I'm not the only one that need therapy. A lot of y'all and your mama need therapy. A lot of you and your daddy need, the whole family need therapy, damn it. I'm taking mine. I'm doing me. But it's not just about me. It's about we. Because if I just get it together and you don't get it together, we're still failing as a community, because all of us need to be in this as together. Especially if you're in the underdeserved, underrepresented, and at-risk community. You need to be going to meet your neighbor. Like the old school days, bring them motherfuckers some cookies and cakes and shit and get to know your neighbor, because at the end of the day, it's us against them. We all we got as the people. If we don't come together, we are going to extinct. You can't just start. It can't be just me and my little family, my little bubble, because it takes a village. It takes a village to raise our children. Thank you all for joining me on this Stephon Clark Sunday. I'm grateful every time whoever comes on here views this, because I promise to do this every Sunday, because Stephon Clark Sunday is very important to me. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. And before we leave, I'm going to play a little video, because we play videos a lot here, as you know. And I hope you guys like it. Thank you for joining me again. Have a great Sunday. And go check out that new Kanye album, Donda, dropped. Great album. I was listening to it in the vehicle. So make sure you check that out. And
no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. All right. Y'all know Selena. Everybody say hi to Selena, Cairo, and Aiden. Say anything else?
Yeah. Love you, Daddy.
Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark.